Yes.
Jumbo. This is not a safe space, but it is an honest one.
This is the Bimbo and Brat Confessional. I'm Memphis.
I'm Odie.
And I'm Bridget.
And today we are talking about red flags and dating terrible men.
Aren't they all?
Yes. Well, I think we might be the experts on dating tragically terrible human men.
Yeah. That's pretty true. Mm-hmm. I feel like not only dating long term, but like going on terrible dates.
Yes.
I have many of both stories.
I never really went on dates, but I do have stories of like shitty men I've dated.
Well, you've been with your partner for how many years now?
6?
6 in May, yeah.
Ooh, I'm good.
And you're like a baby still. So
She just
you
a
probably
baby.
haven't gone through dating in the worst years yet.
Yeah, I feel like
It's not good out there.
yeah.
No, it's not. If you're out there dating, especially on the apps, I feel for you. I'm so sorry for your loss.
Yeah, that's like what I was on when I was younger and single on dating apps. So I never was like, it was always like, do you want to come over? And I'd be like, sure. But it wasn't like, let's go out for food and
Yeah, and
do
then
something fun.
You'd get over to his house and it'd be like a mattress on the floor and just like empty beer cans everywhere.
Yeah.
And he's like smoking a bong inside. I'm like, I shouldn't be here right now. Like, this is the start of like
You
the last
have
48.
a theory about the fucking mattress on the floor.
I do have a theory on the mattress on the. I have two. They're like co-current theories. If you're hooking up with a guy and you go to his house and his mattress is on the floor, or like the lower his bed is to the floor, the better the sex is gonna be. For women, if you're hooking up with a woman, it's how small her TV is in her room specifically. If she just has like a laptop or a phone to watch TV on, she's gonna rock your world 100%. This theory has never failed me. Also, so.
I
Just
don't have a
saying.
TV in my room.
I'm driving.
Damn, Bridget, she's a fucking freak.
I'm not going to comment on the size of my TV in my bedroom.
When Jake and I
Big,
first
huge.
started dating, I would just watch stuff on my phone. There was technically a TV in my room, but I never used it. So, just saying, got that wop.
All I can say is, thankfully, I'm very single. Because at the 75-inch TV in my bedroom,
But also,
Ordering
like,
like a small
start.
one now.
thankfully, you're single in general because I feel like people out there are trash.
yeah.
Yeah.
We were talking about this at the bar, like the dating apps. I feel like Tinder is where you go to meet like a psychotic axe murderer. Hinge is like Christian mingle for the most boring Bible thumper people you've ever met in your entire life. And Bumble's like, but they probably won't text you back. So they're all tragic, I feel.
The like gay dating apps are a whole vibe. Also,
I've never really
like
been on them.
obviously, you know, Grindr exists for dudes, but you can actually use it as a woman as well.
You can, yeah.
Yeah. So that's great.
I've
But,
never
I
been
mean,
on it.
If you're only looking to hook up, then cool. If you actually are looking for anything other than like, hey, do you want to fuck in the bathroom? It's not really.
It's not for
there.
that
I've
necessarily.
never been on like Grindr myself, obviously, but like Dylan has shown me his Grindr.
Oh, okay.
And it's so unhinged. Like he just
Yeah, I've
they
seen-
don't even say hi. It's just like
No,
dick pic.
it's
and
just
I'm like,
immediate dick
wow.
pic and like, we're like, where are you located? I'm
Yeah.
like, oh my god.
That's
I'm
how
like, this
Dylan
is
and
like,
Jake met though.
yeah, I mean,
on
whatever
Grindr.
works.
But yeah.
I definitely thought I was going to meet someone through one of the dating apps because everyone was like, you're not going to meet somebody at that shithole bar that you drink at. Joke's on all of you. I did meet someone at that shithole bar and it's going great. Just saying.
We're proud of you.
I mean, I've done worse for sure, but I did try and shake him for a very long time. Speaking of dating tragic, because I was like, what is this? Why are you so nice? Nobody's this nice. Like, you're going to try and lure me home and cut me up into small pieces. Like, I
Yeah.
didn't believe it.
You're fake.
100%. I was like, nobody's this
And
nice.
then
Why are you
real.
lying?
He's real. He's a good guy.
He is a really nice guy, but it was bizarre. I was like, where have you been this whole time? And I apparently just at his parents' house, not leaving, just working and playing video
Say,
games
like
and
following
smoking
you
weed.
around and wanting to be like your
Literally,
boyfriend.
like the
so
second
long.
he sent me a meme or whatever the other day where it's like, oh, we didn't even like date. It was just the second we hung out, like we were together ever since. I was like, no, you were with me ever since. I was trying to get rid of you very strictly. I'm like, I'm happy now, but for a long time I was like, you can go sit down over there. Thanks. I didn't trust it, but that's also just because I'm traumatized and I hate men.
Valid.
Well, I was gonna say we're supposed to be talking about terrible men. Jake doesn't qualify in that kind
No,
of.
he's a good man.
Jake's one of those rare unicorn good ones.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened. That's wild to me. Okay.
Well, I will say that I thought I had found myself a couple good ones over the years. Obviously, I married them. Spoiler alert.
It didn't work out.
That was incorrect assumptions. The last one, obviously, we work with him. Not the worst human.
No.
You know, he's fine. We'll just leave it at that.
Fair.
He's a human. He's great as a human.
He's just not your type because he doesn't have a vagina.
Well, yes, that and our politics don't align.
Yeah, they're pretty polar opposite.
Yeah, I'm not really sure how I thought about that one, considering I met him and he was a cop. So
yeah, that should have been the red flag numero uno.
It was the red flag, and I ignored it because I don't know why.
I don't know. I tried to warn you that I was
did.
like, a cop? You sure about that?
She did. She did try to warn me aggressively for quite a while. I did not listen.
No, but...
And then my other ex-husband, as we've mentioned, you know, in the very first one we did, which nobody's watched because it was chaos. But, you know, we're learning. It's fine. We're growing. He was, you know, like up until the very end, like the perfect husband. Like I thought we were super happy. Like everything was great. And then like all of a sudden it just like wasn't. And then I like found out, like I knew he'd been cheating for a really long time because like he made no secret of that. But like I didn't know to like the extent. I was like fine with it when I was like, oh, it's like a couple times a month. Who cares? Whatever. And then I find out like he's taking my truck and fucking this girl every single night. And I'm like, why my vehicle? You have your own.
Yeah. The fuck?
Why are you taking my truck? Like, ew,
take your own vehicle.
Why?
Yeah, that's weird.
It's so weird.
And now he wears that same gross Aladdin vest every day. So there's that he definitely doesn't wash. Every time I've ever seen him, I'm like, that's the same outfit.
All I can say is I definitely think I won that breakup.
Yeah, that was. I mean, I've been engaged 3 times and married 0, but I also think that marriage is kind of a scam. So
it definitely is. Don't do it.
Especially if you're marrying a man. I'm sorry, but I'm like, what am I getting out of this relationship? I'm like, you get a wife and I just get another child.
Yeah,
essentially.
No, it's not a good
trade-off.
No, I would not do it again. I said that last time.
You sound like me with the dermals. I'm never getting dermals again. Gets dermals again. Fuck, why did I do this?
Yeah. I mean, I would still get dermals.
Yeah.
I've lost all the fun.
I know. I'm like, it's just not working out. I don't know why I bother. I'm trying to think of...
Well, let's ask you, like, what's the worst date or person that you've ever been in a relationship with? What happened?
My first boyfriend, I was 16. He was 23.
You little victim, you. Oh my gosh, boy.
I think all of us have those in our teens.
Yeah. He was fresh out of jail.
Oh
my God. Love that.
Where'd you guys meet?
Tinder.
Was it the playground?
Did you pick him up from jail? Like, was that your first date?
No, but like he wanted to hang out, but like he asked my friend and I if we could go to his house because he was on house arrest. And I was like, oh my God, this is so
many red flags.
Great and awesome. But yeah, he turned out to be
really hot.
No, he's really short too. He's like maybe
Did he have a big
5'3".
Well, we love short kings, but like not ones that are short kings.
But he was like angry man.
Yeah, I feel like I love a short
guy.
king that's confident in his like size. I feel like I've dated some short men who were like angry about the fact that they were short, and that's a totally different
he was
thing.
like super insecure. He was so controlling. He was so jealous. He was so abusive. Like if a man like looked at me in a grocery store, like, oh my God, like you're a whore, like you want this attention, like very like you can't wear that, you can't talk to this person.
Absolutely
like,
not.
Isolated me from all my friends,
not.
isolated me from my family. Like,
how long were you with this tool?
Maybe like less than a year. I don't know. I do remember this one time.
They were
like,
16.
Yeah.
I feel like
but
you don't
he
know
also
any
gave
better.
me like a lot of Xanax.
Like
every
I remember
day.
you telling me about that.
Yeah, like
So you were just zanned out for a whole year?
No, honestly, it was probably like maybe 6 or 7 months. But
That's
like,
a long time to be zanned out still.
It was like, I don't remember fucking anything. It was.
I bet.
It was really bad. That's why I'm like, pills, I'm like, ugh, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Well, for me, I had a similar thing. I was like dating this guy who was 19 when I was 14. And then like he was my drug dealer. So that was great. Love that. Got a lot of coke. It was cool.
Okay.
Yeah, he's dead now. He set himself on fire.
Oh, I think you told me that.
Yeah.
But no, that guy, he was really fucked, but the most fucked thing he did was like well, okay, there was 2 stories. This guy messaged me on Facebook and like just innocently, hey, and I like hid the message because I knew he would freak the fuck out.
Mm-hmm.
So
yes,
I like
this is your fault that someone else messaged you.
So but he ended up seeing
I
it
have control
anyways.
over
And he
that.
was like freaking the fuck out in his room, like throwing shit around. He was like, "You're a fucking whore," blah blah, freaking out. And his dad came upstairs, and his dad's like, "What's going on?
Yeah.
Why are you acting like this?" And he was like, "I'm gonna rape her because she's a horny fucking slut." And his dad just goes, "Okay."
Sorry.
And goes downstairs.
It's not at all funny, but like, what the fuck?
Yeah, okay, nothing, thank God, happened, but I literally was like, your
I was
son
gonna say, do
just
you know where he
told
lives?
you
Because I'll
that?"
cut his dick off.
I'm sure he's probably still there because he
gonna
can't
say,
fucking
because he's a
move
loser.
anywhere.
Did we leave after that, or did we still stay?
I don't remember how I left or if I left or whatever, but I think he probably drove me home. But like, he would also be the type.
No, I meant like.
Did you like? Were you still dating him after that?
Oh, I don't remember.
Too much Xanax. Don't do drugs, kids.
Yeah. No, definitely not. And then there was one time where he told one of my best friends that he was getting nudes from this girl, and
You're going to be mad at me for not doing anything, but you're
well, I'm like, why would you tell
projecting.
out of anyone? I'm like, why would you tell
my
one
best
of my
friend.
best friends?
Obviously, she's going to tell me. Are you dumb?
No, it was a guy named Nevin.
Oh, well, even
Nevin.
But even still, he's going to tell me, like,
Nevin,
the fuck?
But yeah, so I like confronted him obviously, and he's like, "Oh, that didn't happen." I'm like, "You do realize that the girl that you're so he's maybe 24 now or at that time." I'm like, "You do realize that the girl you're sending nudes to is in grade 8?"
Oh my God.
Yeah, I said, "You do realize that she hasn't even graduated from elementary school yet, right?"
That's the age of.
Ew, no, I'm actually going to be sick.
My oldest kid and your youngest kid.
And I fucking hated her. I actually
This is why I don't trust anyone online.
She's actually pretty cool now. Like whatever the past.
it's not her
Obviously,
fault.
it's not her fault.
No,
either,
it's not
but,
her
like,
fault at all.
Yeah, I just was like, "Fuck you, bitch."
Yeah, I mean, when
I
you're
was
a
like,
kid and like you don't know
yeah.
any better, I feel like.
But yeah, then he started dating a 15-year-old girl after me. So I was like 17, maybe 18, and he was 25. And then he did basically the same thing with her, but like he was giving her way more Xanax than me.
But like, where are these kids' parents is what I would like to know, because like,
I don't know.
that's concerning.
But yeah, he got her pregnant, and then he like beat her so bad that she had a miscarriage. And
how is this man not in jail? Like back in jail?
So
do you need to ask that anymore?
No, I feel like
I fucking went on like the anonymous tip line thing.
I remember you told me this.
And
No
I
longer
told them,
anonymous.
I said, "This is where he lives." I gave them his full address, his full name.
Yeah.
I gave them everything, and I said, "I can guarantee you 100%. If you go to his house, if
has
you go
child
through his
porn.
phone, he definitely
For
has
sure he
child
does.
porn
For
in
sure
his
he does.
phone." And they were like, "Oh well, the girl has to come forward because it happened to her." And I'm like,
Once again, the cops don't want to do their job, nor do they want to do any work.
I'm literally telling you that there was child porn. He's
guarantee
having
it,
sex
yeah.
with minors, and he's like 25 years old.
They
He's
don't
probably
wanna do any
30
work.
now.
Like also
Yeah.
at this point, like I think we can just say that like unfortunately with the evidence that has been presented to us recently, that number one, I think most people are pedophiles.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's-
unfortunately.
yeah.
I think unfortunately we're literally dealing with like
Well,
that's the majority.
I will say,
of people.
majority of people specifically in like positions of power.
Well, I mean, specifically men, yeah.
Well,
But,
specifically
like,
men in general, yeah.
The
But
amount of men that were like, you know, kill your local pedophile stickers and like going on all these rants about like the, you know, pedophile elites or whatever, and like are right now just like
this is fine. Yeah.
whistle, but
I think we should just put them all in a pit and then just close that over.
yeah,
Be a
no,
lot
I
of
agree.
people in there.
That's fine. I'm
Yeah,
cool with that.
We can dig multiple pits.
Yeah. There's a whole lot of ocean we could just drop them in the
true.
middle of.
Yeah, there's a lot of options.
What is it? Point
Point
Nemo?
Nemo.
Literally, just Point Nemo. That's it.
Yeah,
Scary
we got
place.
options.
Yeah.
Yes, it's fine. Let's send them to space without spacesuits and just let them out. Still
I'm cool.
alive.
I'm cool with any of them. I always thought like wood chipper, feet first.
Whatever. Whatever floats your boat,
One
guys.
horse each limb and just send the horse on its
Yeah,
way.
bring back medieval torture.
I agree. Yeah, we should get a medieval stretching rack, just like to stretch my back out. I feel like there's got to be a second in there before it hurts, where you're like, this is the best. Like, oh my god, you're tattooing all day. You don't want to get stretched out afterwards. tell me that would feel amazing.
It sounds great. It was just the way you
I
said
think
it
we
was
definitely
funny.
should invest in a stretching rack. I'm sure Shay knows where to get one.
I almost bought us one of those desks that's like the desk and the chair attached when I went to an antique store one time. Because I was like, I bet everyone would love to sit in this thing and just crack the shit out of their backs. It's the best way to crack your back. Truly. Anyways, that was our little side tangent that had nothing to do with the topic.
I mean, it has everything to do with the topic. We were talking about creepy boyfriends dating underage, children.
Yes, that part definitely did.
I thought we all still like, we were like, oh, no, I'm like, no, it's children.
It's just children. There's no such thing as an underage woman or underage girl. That's just a child. You don't say an underage boy. Like, I feel like that's weird. I don't know. They just try and make it seem like, it's not that bad. I'm like, no, you're still fucking a child, you disgusting pig.
Yeah. Because why are you looking at a 16-year-old, 15-year-old, 14-year-old? Like,
I'm like, that's a newborn.
You're weird.
It is weird.
Like, you're weird.
Mm-hmm. I see them come in to get like piercings and tattoos and stuff, and I'm like, I'm like, how are you outside on your own? Where's your owner? Like, that's an infant. What's wrong with you people? Ugh, I don't know. Men are gross.
Especially, I think knowing like what we know about the world, like I think we're pretty protective parents, which is hysterical considering what we look like. You know.
Well, also just considering I know what I got up to as a child and got away with a lot. So like. Oh, specifically one of my children will try and get away with a lot. I'm like, I wrote the fucking playbook. Like, you're not pulling one over on me. I know what's up.
I think I've used that exact phrase so many times.
Literally, but I feel like she'll also say, like, I think she just thinks that I'm being dramatic. So I always make it a point to send her, like, news articles about, like, oh, this, pervert was at square one, or, like all the stuff that's going on, like, in our community. I'm like, girl, I'm not being dramatic for no reason. Like, people out there are disgusting and looking to take advantage of your sweet, innocent nature.
Yeah.
Like.
I forgot our timer. Give me a sec.
Oh, okay.
Continue to open.
I feel like I'm trying to think. Well, I have a lot of bad dating stories. I could tell you the pizza guy story.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, pizza guy.
Okay, so I went on. Story. This man still stalks me to this day. I have 2.5 stalkers. This is one of them. The third one is kind of like, fuck off, Scott, and then he'll fuck off for a bit, and then he'll show back up. So, what's up, Scott? But this one specifically, we matched on Tinder. This was like long before Jake, obviously. And I was at work, so it said he was like 3 kilometers or whatever from where I was. So I was like, oh, hey. And immediately he was like, hey, do you want to meet up? And I was kind of like, kind of a red flag, but I was like, I'll like hear him out, what he has to say about it. And he's like, yeah, like we could go like out and like get a drink or go to the bar or whatever. So I was like, okay. I was like, at least he's not like come over to my house. So I was like, all right, like I'll entertain it. I was like, where do you want to go? And he's like, oh, I don't care. Like, where do you want to go? And I was like, well, I don't actually like live here. So like you pick somewhere. And he was like, well, where do you live? I was like, oh, I live in Mississauga. And he's like, well, we can go somewhere over there if you want. And I was like, okay, like if you fucking want to, I don't care. So we end up picking, we're going to go to Jack Astor's. So first of all, he was like, oh, you don't want to go home first and like shower? And I was like, what the fuck do you think is going to be happening on this date? I'm like, no, I don't need to go home and shower, you weirdo. Anyways, so I get to Jack Astor's. Okay. I come in and I sit down. Immediately, I already clocked that this man is drunk. I'm like, oh, we're not off to a good start. He's rude to the waitress. So I'm like, I just want to be far away from this.
That's like the worst. Like, that's the biggest red flag.
Immediately, I will never speak to you again. Like, I know for a fact this date is not going anywhere if you're rude to the wait staff. Because and they weren't even taking long. It wasn't even like bad service. So I'm like, there's really no need for this. You're just an asshole. But anyway, so we're like waiting I already ordered food. So I'm like, fuck it. I might as well get some free chicken wings out of this and like have a couple beers and like stick around for the plot. So he starts telling me, he's like, first of all, he tells me that he works in what did he say? He said he was a truck driver. So that we'll come back to that in a little bit. But he said he was a truck driver, and he's like, yeah, my mom is like schizophrenic, and my ex-girlfriend's crazy, and I just really want to meet a nice girl, and like blah blah blah. And I'm like, and I'm like, I need to leave. Like, I am probably gonna get kidnapped if I don't leave soon. The night progresses. We get our food, and anyone who knows me knows that I love chicken wings. I ate one singular wing because I was so disgusted at this man's behavior. He was eating chicken wings like I can only describe a caveman would eat them. Like, just like it was so gross that I was like, I can't even continue to eat. Like, because I'm just so disgusted. So I put my one chicken wing down. He reaches across, picks up my chicken wing bone, and proceeds to gnaw on that like a fucking wild animal. I'm literally there staring, like jaw wide open because I'm like, what the fuck is happening right now? I was like trying to signal literally anyone to be like, can somebody help me? Like, what the fuck do I do?
Send an adult, please.
Literally. So then I'm like, oh no, like now I'm like, I need to wrap this shit the fuck up, like quickly. So he is like gone to the bathroom, I think. And he's gone for so long. I'm like, what the hell is going on? I go outside to be like, I don't know where this guy is. I'm just going to pay my tab. I just want to leave. Like, I just want to be done with this. He's outside buying cocaine from a man in a car. I don't know. And then is like, do you want to go do karaoke? And I was like, no, I don't want to go do karaoke. I want to go home. Anyways, to wrap this up, I go home. Whatever. I'm telling everybody at work like the next day about this terrible date. Ha ha ha. Everybody laughs. It's funny. And then literally probably 2 weeks later, like less than 2 weeks later, I'm sitting at the front desk and all I hear is, Odie. And I look up and I'm like, it's this man. And he's standing in the doorway delivering a Domino's pizza. Bitch, I thought you told me you drive a goddamn truck. Liar. First of all, so I'm like, oh fuck, now he knows where I work because, well, it said in my like bio that I work at a tattoo shop, and he's like, oh, so which tattoo shop do you work at? I'm like, Born from Blood. I'm like, don't show up at my work. I don't want to talk to you. So whatever, they pay for the pizza and everyone's like, who the fuck was that? So I tell them, I'm like, oh, it's the guy from the bad date. So they're like, oh, that's so funny. He's so fucking ugly. Whatever. And so he leaves. He calls the shop like 10, 15 minutes later to say like, oh, I think I left my debit machine there. And we were like, no, we paid with cash. Like, it's not here. And he just like continued to call and like showed up at the building and would like knock on the door and was like, at first everyone was like, this is really funny. And then like towards the end, like Matt and stuff was like, this guy's fucking pissing me off. Like, I'm going to fucking knock him out, blah, blah, blah. Cause like it was getting really creepy. And he still will make fake accounts or like new accounts and try and follow me on like Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. And I'm like, dude, we went on one terrible date, by the way. So if you're watching this, please fuck off. Like,
that was probably the best date of his life.
It was the most unhinged date of my life, I truly believe. I don't know what he's up to now, and I truly don't ever want to know.
Yeah.
So that was fun.
At least we're never going to order Domino's again for multiple reasons.
No, I think he got fired, honestly. I'm pretty sure Crystal called Domino's to be like, your fucking delivery guy's harassing one of my employees. So like, can you do something about that?
Oh, good.
So if you lost your job because of me, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, weirdo.
Right?
If you're watching this, and you're probably definitely watching this, she doesn't want you. Please stop.
No. Also, honorable mention to my other stalker, Kevin. If you're watching this, I'm also not interested. I thought I made that clear, but apparently not.
Yeah, weirdo.
Carry on.
So who's the half?
Scott.
Oh, okay, right.
Sorry, what? Who's the what?
The stalker and a half, Scott. I probably shouldn't be like saying these guys' names, but I don't care.
I can believe it.
I'm like, doesn't matter.
I'll
feel like
take their names out.
Scott is a guy that will message me every so often, and I always know it's him, even though I like never have any of his stuff saved because he always calls me Rockstar. And he'll be like, what's up, Rockstar? So we went on like a couple dates. This man is a raging alcoholic. So there was that. The one time I was like downtown Toronto, and he lives in Hamilton, and he was like, he's like, do you want to come over? Blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I'm all the way in Toronto. I was like, if you want to Uber me all the way from downtown Toronto to Hamilton, I'll consider it. And he was like, okay, bet. So I Ubered all the way to his house to hang out with him and his weirdo friend all night. Well, they just like did drugs and I sat there and was like, I just want to leave like so badly. So it was just odd. But yeah, he'll message me every now and again and be like, so like, are you interested? But the one time after, I think I broke up with Thomas and I was just like very depressed and just didn't care anymore. He's like, do you want to go on a date? And I was like, sure, fine, fuck it, you're up. And went on like 2 dates with him and they were terrible. So I was like, please lose my number. Thank you so much.
Terrible. Why? Like,
because he was just like a fucking alcoholic who like couldn't get his shit together and was just a mess at all times. So it was very fun. 0 out of 10. Don't recommend. Mm-hmm.
I think we've all been on enough terrible dates. The amount of dates I've literally just gotten up, like put money on the table and like walked out mid-date. I'm like, I'm good.
No, I literally am like so traumatized at this point that like by the time I met Jake and like was gonna date him, he was like, do you want to go out for dinner? And I was like, why? And he's like, for like a date. And I was like, ew, like, but why though? He's like, because I like you. I was like, oof, that's a bad choice. Like, I don't recommend it. But yes, no, he was sweet. There was also Thomas, who everybody just hated with a passion. That's why I'm like, that's one of the reasons that I knew Jake was a good guy, because none of my friends hated him, and all of my friends hated every single one of my ex-boyfriends. They were like, don't bring him around. He fucking sucks.
Both of the Toms of yours are not, they're not my favorite of your choices at all. They're choices that were made.
They were choices that were made.
Yeah. The reverse t-shirt and the backpack will haunt me for life.
I don't know what was up with either of those things, honestly.
The backpack. Why was it always on?
I don't know. It was all his camera equipment, but that's like, I don't know why he always such
put it down.
I agree with you. I don't know.
Of, like, your fucking camera equipment.
I don't know, dude.
Like,
I can't.
He's literally at my house for like a fucking, I don't know what it was, some dinner. We had like a bunch of people.
Oh,
here,
yeah.
And he's got his little backpack on. Like,
and he just would not take it off. I'm like, bro, you're stressing everybody out. Just take the backpack off.
Right. And we were like, what's in it? Like,
but he would give me such a hard time all the time because we would go out and he'd be like, don't be yourself. Like, don't be how you are. He'd be like, don't talk about serial killers. Don't talk about murders. I'm like, these are the only topics of conversation I have knowledge on. So I was like, oh, yes, I'll just shut the fuck up and not talk all night.
These are the only
literally.
I don't know what else exists.
So now I just know that you're ableist if you're watching this asshole. And I have a boyfriend that loves me for exactly the weirdo that I am. But anyways, I used to like get in trouble. Like we would go home and he would like yell at me because he'd be like, I don't know why you said that stuff in front of my friends, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, bro, I barely said anything all night. So.
Yeah, I hate it.
Don't date Lucifer.
This is like the Montreal guy or Quebec?
Yeah, he lives in.
Oh, okay.
Yes, and I also. So we broke up and we got back together secretly, and I told no one because I knew no one would approve of this arrangement. And I drove in my shitty little Nissan Altima, 2006 Nissan Altima. I drove from here to Montreal, and I broke down, and I was like, I don't know what to do. It's the middle of the night. No one knows where I am. I'm like, this was such a bad fucking decision. I think I got to Montreal and I was like, by the way, I'm in Montreal. Okay, bye.
Yeah,
that was
I think you DM'd me like somewhere along the way because you're like, oh, by the way, I'm going to Ottawa. And I was like,
yeah. It was like too late to stop me at that point.
I was like, what the hell do you mean you're going to Ottawa? She's like, I'm like,
Also, what's wild is like he messaged me wanting to get back together while he still had a girlfriend. And I still went. Like, I'm a terrible person, honestly.
So
he did break up with her.
I don't know if you were around for this.
He did break up with her right after, just saying.
She still had his ring for like way too long.
No, this was like way before me, I think.
So I was like, okay, here's the deal. If you give me your ring, I will buy you a new, prettier ring to wear instead. So I bought her like a ring.
I still have that ring.
I assumed if you wore the other one for fucking eternity. But yeah, it was. I don't know if you're probably familiar with Red Blood Milk. They're like a really cool like gothy designer brand.
I'd have to see like website or whatever.
No.
Anyway, point is, yeah. So I had to bribe her to get this fucking.
Wait,
ring.
what'd you do with the ring? The old one.
I think I lost it at some point.
Oh, I don't know.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure
at
like.
some point.
That wasn't his ring. It wasn't the gold ring with the T on it. That was like that was because he for the longest time I was wearing like his actual ring was like a gold ring with a T on it, but then he bought me a ring.
Yeah, no, it was
I think it was that one.
Small gold.
Yeah, it was like a rose gold band. That's all I wanted. It was just something simplistic. Anyways,
I had it for a long time, and then I don't know where it is. It's somewhere in something upstairs.
I don't care. Fuck them.
Well, you're not getting it back.
I don't want. Yeah, I feel like I definitely have some regrets about that whole situation. He was very mean to me, honestly. He was not physically abusive, but he was not nice to me.
No.
And I like worship the ground that he walked on.
Stories that this woman would tell me about this piece of garbage.
The worst one I feel like was he had one of his best friends from kindergarten come over who sexually assaulted me in my own home. And when I told him about this the next day, he didn't believe me and was like, "No, he's been my friend forever. Like he wouldn't do that." I'm like. But he did though. Yeah. So yeah, and then had the audacity to be mad at me when I was depressed in bed for like 2 months after this because valid. He was like, "You need to get up. Like you're being too like sulky about it, basically." So he's a piece of shit, which we know now.
And like I don't know how many times I was like, "Girly pop, like what are you doing?"
I feel like we accept the love we think we deserve, and I felt like I was a washed up single mom and I was like, I can't do any better. So and then I made peace with the fact that I was going to die alone after we broke up. And then I met Jake. So we're good.
Which is great. We love Jake.
Yeah. But yeah, no, Thomas can suck a fat dick as far as I'm concerned.
God, I'm so glad you're over him because like,
no, I feel like I made good progress because
I was like, I'm a beast.
What was it? The third or the fourth time after the last time we broke up, and then he messaged me again on Facebook. It's like he can smell out when I start to do well, and then he'll message me again to see if I'm still an idiot, and we'll go back to him. And every other time I had, because I'm an idiot, but this time he's like, oh, I found some pictures on my camera, like of the kids. I thought you would want them, and I was like, don't ever fucking message me again. I was like, why the fuck would you message me?
Thank you.
Yeah, no, I was like, fuck, because I think that was when Jake and I first started dating. So I was like, lose my fucking number. I was like, I don't ever want to hear from you again, you piece of garbage.
I don't care what it was or what it took. I'm just so goddamn grateful.
No, because he wanted to get back together with me, and I remember I was having a panic attack about a situation at work, and he literally was like, I can't do this, and walked out and like drove back home to Ottawa to never speak to me again.
You messaged me about this, and I was like, I'm gonna kill this man.
Yeah. I can't say I'm surprised, because anytime I ever showed any emotion, he was like, could not handle it. And he never had any emotions other than like anger. I think I saw him cry like one time, like to his own admission. He was like, oh, I don't like care about other people. He's like, I care about you the most, but like I don't care about other people. And now I'm like, oh, so that's a sociopath. Yeah. But at the time I was like, oh my God, you care about me and like nobody else? Perf.
That's so romantic.
Literally. Yeah, no. So.
I'm still your dog then.
My child is an asshole.
What? I refuse.
That was
give me my glass.
That was one of the worst ones. I feel like I've definitely dated some other loser men, but that one was one of the most recent that you guys hated.
One of like my least favorite human beings of all time. And he had the backpack on at all times, which in the grand scheme of things.
I feel like Memphis was the most pissed off about the backpack for some reason.
I wasn't. The backpack, it was like on top of the fact that this man sucks.
Every time we talk about that.
He's just a terrible
Okay, I feel like he is hot. I thought he was hot. When he cut his hair, and then I was like, less hot. But like, you're also a lesbian. I also will say,
I also have not had the best history with men.
I feel like
I can't really talk.
I also feel like I thought he was hotter than he was, maybe because I feel like I dated like such losers in the past. Also, by the way, for any young girls that are watching this, dating someone who's like under your league is not the advice that I would give, because you think they're gonna be like, oh my God, I love you so much, you're so hot. No, they become a psychopath. Stalker.
Because they think that they can get whatever they want.
Well, and they're so scared to lose you that they're like, I'll do whatever I can do to like control this situation. Yeah. So don't do it.
No, because I did the same thing for a very long time, because like it was just a safer bet. It's like to just date whatever is like available to you.
Exactly.
And if they're like not as in your league, you feel like a bit more confident in your place in the relationship, and then like they definitely exploit the living shit out of that.
Yeah.
Which is not my favorite thing in the world.
And then they put trackers on your phone and watch your every move, even though you've done nothing wrong and don't deserve that.
Speaking of
true story
men and trackers,
dun dun dun.
This is not my dating story, but this is my father story.
Oh.
Because he falls into this.
Yep.
So my poor, sweet, darling mother, who's a lunatic, but we love her.
She's English.
I don't care.
She knows.
She knows what.
I was going to say, I'm like, she knows her opinion.
Right. So this man would like I don't think she constantly cheat on my mom, as you know. Yeah. This man would like, it was just like a constant perpetual thing. But like, okay, my mom made all the fucking money in the relationship, and he just like being like the little spoiled little princess, like other people we know.
I was gonna say, I'm like, I won't comment on that one.
We're not gonna name names, but
you know who you are.
So he loved the fact that my mom worked her ass off when she made good money, and so he didn't have to like do anything. He had like everything he wanted. He could just like have all these stupid hobbies, and like it was just a cunt. But he got to the place where like he was cheating, even though my mom like knew he was cheating, and like the one day went over to their place and like threatened him, and like I'm putting a fucking like heat tracker on your fucking devices. So like I know what you're fucking searching, you son of a fuck. And that I think stopped him for like 5 whole minutes. Thankfully
and then
my
he just
mom
didn't
eventually
care anymore.
left him. But like I think we had to like try and put like devices on his fucking car to see where he was going.
I feel like I vaguely remember you talking about this.
Yeah, it was a whole vibe, man. Like
that's a lot.
Yeah, I'm so glad that's over.
I don't think
because like fuck that piece of shit.
I'm trying to think if I've ever been cheated on. I've never cheated on anyone.
I've definitely cheated.
I've been the person that someone has cheated with, which is also not good. Don't do that.
Yeah, don't do that.
Most of the time, though, it was a situation where I did not know this was happening and then told the girl immediately, like, hey, your boyfriend fucking sucks. Just so you know. Sorry about that.
No, every time that's happened, I've also done the same thing. I'm like, oh, gross, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
Peace. And I'm telling your girlfriend.
Yeah. I feel like there should have definitely been some red flags because I'm like, why is this house so clean and nicely decorated? Like, suspicious.
When I met my ex and I got into his house, it wasn't nicely decorated, but like he had throw cushions. And,
you know what?
Body wash.
So body wash is one for me, but also like this is gonna sound so bad, and the bar is so fucking low, man. If I go to your house and you live like you live by yourself or whatever, and you have hand soap in your bathroom, I'm like, there's a woman here. Yeah. Men don't have hand soap. What are you guys washing with?
The first time I went to my
disgusting.
Ex's house, and I'm like, okay, what a minute, wait. This man has like multiple throw pillows. He has like throw blankets. Okay, like they're blankets.
I'm impressed if a guy has more than one pillow on his bed.
A bed frame. He had like dressers. He had a bookshelf that actually had books in it.
I didn't know they could read.
His bathroom was clean. He had multiple, like he had conditioner. The bar is so low for men. But
the bar is so
all
low.
Of these things, and I'm like,
no, yeah, they don't be having them things.
So the first time, I'm like in his like closets, like looking around, being like.
I'm always looking to see if there's tampons.
There's gonna be like
some bobby pins, some tampons, something, because I'm out immediately.
No, he actually wasn't.
What I learned though was from one of my friends who is a chronic cheater who shall not be named. Because they're a terrible person. But anyways, he used to, when he would have a girl over to like cheat on his ex-girlfriend, would pack everything of hers like into a box and like hide it in the closet so that if a girl came over and like looked through the bathroom and stuff, like she wouldn't find any of the girl's stuff. And I'm like, you're a piece of shit, just so you know.
We're at our 15-minute timer.
Okay.
Just say.
I'm trying to think if I have any more terrible men stories.
Oh, I feel like this is like part 1 of 7.
Yeah, we'll probably have more. Bridget?
When I was 14, like the guy I lost my virginity to, he was dating a girl, but he was so confusing. I never really had feelings for him. Like I literally lost my virginity to him like the first time I ever met him. And it was the first time I did anything ever, like sexually. But I never really had feelings for him because I was just like, I don't know. Also, I didn't know he was like going to do that. It was really dark,
very,
and then I was like, oh,
about it, I feel like.
Yeah. But anyways, he was dating this girl, and he was like, oh, I love you, but like I'll break up with her, blah blah. And I never really said like, hey, love you too. I was just like, oh, okay, like.
Bridget's like, oh, that's interesting.
I was like, oh, that's weird.
Yeah. Why would you say that to me?
I definitely should have told her. Like, obviously, I wouldn't put myself in that situation now.
No, but you were young.
But yeah, on Valentine's Day, we like. Maybe this isn't
so romantic.
Maybe this isn't a story that I should be saying. It makes me look really bad.
No, if it makes you feel
I
better.
lost my virginity, which I hate the concept of. And
I think it's stupid, but
I refuse to tolerate it, and like, whatever. Moving on. We're not getting into a Memphis lecture. Like I was also 14, and like it was just like some mediocre dude on like his pull-out couch. Like it wasn't good. It was certainly not like a beautiful, wonderful moment.
I feel like 99% of the time, especially as a girl, your first time is not good. So like, I'm like, don't talk it up too much in your brain. Who cares? It is what it is. If he respects you, if he respects you and does it safely, that's enough. Yeah. Like, I feel like don't play into this whole virginity crap.
Having kids, the only thing I'm like hopeful for is that they do it safely.
Yeah.
And ideally with someone they actually like care about,
yeah. And I'm like, most importantly, I'm like, that respects you. If you're sleeping with a man and he doesn't want to wear a condom, he doesn't respect you.
Yeah, ew.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah, that's going to be a no for me, dog.
One of my first relationships, like my main first relationship, I'm not going to say names in this situation because he's not a terrible human. He and I used to cheat on each other profusely. So he was looking after my house one vacation, and we had like cats at the time, so he was like house sitting, and like him and his friends would like come over and like, just party and like hang out, and it was fine, whatever. But I came home after the trip, and like there was like a lip gloss on the floor, and I was like, okay.
That's not mine. No.
So I dumped him because obviously that's what we did. We broke up and we got back together. We never fixed a single thing, and we just perpetuated this pattern for eternity.
Yup.
Love that for us. But I remember I get I think this was like, no, it must have been a text. I was going to say maybe a Hotmail thing, but I think Hotmail had just died at that point.
I still use Hotmail.
Well, I mean, like the
MSN, like Messenger. Oh man, I miss that. I'm so old, but like love MSN Messenger.
So he messages me and he's like, I don't know how to ask this, but like, there's some like weird substances coming out of places there shouldn't be, and I'm like, cool, love that for you.
Oh no!
He's like, are you good? I'm like, I'm fine.
I'm great. Yeah.
He's like, okay, cool. Do you want to take me to like the
clinic?
The clinic. This man drove, just for the record.
Why would I drive you to the clinic?
So for some reason, I'm like, this seems like a fun plot adventure. So I'm like, actually yes, because I knew he was cheating with at the time. So I'm like invested now.
Yeah.
She and I had gone to elementary school together.
Oh.
So I'm like invested at this point. I'm like,
what y'all got?
So they make me take the pills, like, because they like I guess like for like chlamydia or whatever the easy one to get rid of is, they just give you the pills and they're like, just in case.
I feel like chlamydia, gonorrhea. I feel like if it ends in an it goes away. It's a good way to remember.
Love that.
Yeah,
but
it's
they
true.
they gave me the pills. They did the test. I was fine. And then like he ended up getting chlamydia from her, and then he had to call her and like tell her this. And then like she was freaking out because she's like, well, I didn't get it from like, I got it from you. And he's like, well, no.
No.
So then like she had to like go, it was a whole lot.
At least chlamydia is like, that's curable. It's not the end of the world. Most of the time if you get chlamydia though, you don't have any symptoms. Just fun fact for you.
Yeah. Everyone should get tested every once in a while.
Yeah,
sure.
I'm looking at men specifically. The amount of men that I've like talked to or slept with that are like, oh, I've never been tested. What? Ugh, disgusting. Work on that, please.
Yeah, I feel like I usually will do like, if I'm sexually active, like once a year.
Yeah, or like after a relationship ends kind of thing, or like right before I start another one. Anyway, I don't know. I have a similar story though. My boyfriend in high school was like, I thought I gave him an STD because he couldn't pee. Turns out he was on a shit ton of drugs. So, and then he's like, yeah, it's because I've been taking painkillers fucking nonstop. And I was like, yeah, I fucking told you it wasn't me. But he was very angry about it. I was like, I didn't give you anything. So.
How's that your fault?
Yeah.
Everything's my fault, Memphis. If you're dating me, everything is my fault, just so you know.
Yeah, this group of guys from my high school, they all had girlfriends. They went to like their friend's apartment and they had some girl from Tinder come over. They all took turns with her in the bathroom. They all ended up getting chlamydia. They all had to end up telling their girlfriends. And
awkward.
Yeah, love that story.
You know what could have prevented that also is just like wearing a condom.
or just not cheating on your partner.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't think you should cheat on your partner, but have we met
also,
men?
Just like wear a condom.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. I'm like, the bare minimum is just like wear a condom. Like, don't cheat on your partner in an ideal world. But men are kind of awful. So that's asking a lot of them, I feel.
It really is. Mm-hmm. And trying to get most of them to like agree to condoms is just painful.
Once again, if a man doesn't want to wear a condom, walk out because he doesn't respect you.
Yep.
On our next episode, I want to talk about the fact that men, not enough of them wash their ass. Please work on that.
I think that falls into this category.
I swear to God, like there was a point in time where I was dating, obviously before Jake, where my two first questions are, how do you feel about the gays? Do you wash your ass? And if I have any hesitation about either question, wrapping it up. Like we're done here because no, absolutely not.
I'm just so glad I'm done dating men.
I thought it was a joke when I used to hear people be like, oh yeah, men don't wash their ass. But the amount of guys that I'm like, do you wash your ass? And I'm like, well, no, not well. No. The water running down your ass crack doesn't wash it.
Well.
If your dog shits and you pick up the shit with your bare fucking hand and you rinse it under the sink with water, is there still shit on your hand? Is there still shit on your hand? Yes, the fuck there is. Okay? Wash your assholes. I swear to God. It's a hill I'm willing to die on.
No, it's a hill we should all be dying on.
Honestly, I kind of wish I was a lesbian because like, I'm like, I'll go down on a girl. I'm like, her ass is fucking bleached. This shit is wax. Like, I could eat off of this easily. A man, I'm like, I'm scared for what I'm gonna find down here. Like, I'm like, Rainforest, I can't. It's traumatizing, honestly. I have to be a certain level of drunk to go down there. Not on Jake, for the record. Just random men.
Yeah, what was I saying? Jake's fine.
Jake's a girl. I've never had this issue, I feel like, with a woman.
I was going to say, not speaking from... you've shared enough information.
It's okay. We know what you mean, Memphis.
We've also... I mean, like, you and I have some history of similar activities.
A little bit.
So, I mean, like, it's...
There's going to be some more activities at our nudist pool party. Stay tuned. Eyebrows.
I can't move my eyebrows, but they are moving.
And that's on Botox.
Okay, so we have 6 minutes to wrap this up. Should we just call it on this episode? And
any closing remarks?
Like another 97 parts of
probably
the terrible people we've dated, because like obviously as we go, this is going to unlock some more traumatizing memories, and off we go.
Yep.
There's going to be so many stories.
Yeah.
There's so many bad stories.
I feel like there is so many that I've shut out of my brain.
I'm gonna wrap like myself up on one of the last dates I went on before my last relationship. Most boring human man I've ever encountered. Like this dude was just like soggy toast. Like it wasn't
a piece of drywall.
So I'm like driving home after this like terrible date. And now I love my trucks. You know this. I love my trucks so much. To thank me, the universe decided to get a teenager to drive into the side of my pickup truck.
I do know this, yeah.
And after that, I'm like,
that was rough.
You know what? This is a sign.
That's a sign.
This is a sign from the universe that I need to just never date. And then I ended up with my next partner, and now I'm very single.
The problem is when the universe sends me a sign, I pretend I can't fucking read.
Yeah,
Ignore that sign completely. I'm like, how red can the flag get? Let's find out.
Yeah, no, I
very
clearly
red.
Didn't learn from that lesson.
No, lessons aren't for me. Never learned one ever. Do
you have any closing?
I know sexuality is not a choice because I wouldn't have continued to choose to date men.
No, sexuality. Anyone who thinks sexuality is a choice, and then like women date men, I'm like, you clearly.
The amount of women that I'm like, no, how do I switch? Can I throw money at this situation? Like, how do we make this happen? I want to not date men anymore.
That most of my friends that are gay would rather not be like gay men.
Oh yeah. Oh, I bet. Yeah,
like,
this is what I mean. I'm like, no one wants to date men. Men don't want to date men. Women don't want to date men. Nobody wants to date men. Men, maybe you should like take note and do a little bit better. Just saying.
Yeah.
Because no one wants to date you.
Everybody's unhappy with you. That might be a sign.
That you're the problem. Cue the men in the comments being like, not all men.
Yeah,
okay, so if you're thinking that or you're about to write that right now, just know that you are literally the problem and you're so close to realizing that it's you that is the problem.
We will also warn you that if you leave dumb comments, you will get dumb comments back. Case in point.
I'm unhinged and I have I have too much time on my hands, so I will stalk you. Just saying.
I mean, like this morning with Broski in the DMs.
I didn't read it.
The comment section. Like, sorry, sir. Like,
are you talking the guy who was talking about like get off of the? What did he say?
Yeah, he was talking about
get off of privilege or whatever.
God, like, I can't get over or I can't deal with these women talking about privilege or whatever. And I'm like, man, like if
But
I'm like, if I were to comment on every single thing I didn't agree with on the internet.
Oh my God, I'd never get anything done.
I'm like, I would be sitting here protesting every single picture of your hairline. Oh wait.
Right? I'm like, just scroll past. Like you'd ignore everything else. Who cares? If you don't like it, move on.
Yeah. Like there's so many things you're ignoring in this world. Can you just
literally? I was like, take that small pee-pee energy elsewhere. Yeah. No, he was a loser.
Hard pass.
I told you.
But yes, if anyone is watching this and you feel the need to leave a comment, be forewarned.
Oh, I love to fight online, so like I will dedicate all my time to this. Feel free, leave a negative comment.
I will also say, as her boss, I sponsor this entirely as an hourly wage.
Yep.
So
just get paid to roast stupid men online. The problem is they probably like it, little perverts.
Yeah, that's true.
Probably have.
Anyway,
kink.
This is the Bimbo and the Brat.
That's me.
I'm Bimbo.
I'm Brat. Yeah, there seems to be some confusion. So Brat. Yeah. Bimbo.
Yeah. I mean, like,
Bimbo,
it's probably
Brat.
interchangeable, but...
Pretty much, yeah, but...
Point is...
This is true.
I have the word Bimbo tattooed. She's supposed to have Brat tattooed.
I'm going to get a Brat tattoo, and we're gonna do the podcast while I get the tattoo.
Yeah,
I've decided. And then there's Bridget.
I have to get my buy Bimbo one redone.
But
it's on.
What are you gonna get, Bridget?
I don't know. I haven't decided which word.
Baby doll.
I don't know.
We'll think about it.
Anyway, if you enjoyed this, make sure to share and subscribe
And like.
and
Leave a negative comment.
Fucking social media things. And if you want to fight us in the comments, please do
Or
that.
in real life, just let me know an address. I'll pull up.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, you do realize that the fighting on the internet just makes us more popular.
Oh,
so.
my ADHD
God,
just
you
flares and I
fucking-
love it.
Anyway,
Yeah.
that is the end of episode whatever number this is. So,
Math.
tune in next week.
We love you all. Jumbo.